Have you ever felt exhausted by things that energize people your age? Like you're carrying a weight that makes you older than the calendar suggests? Not physically, but psychologically. As if you've lived more years than you've actually been given. Psychologists call this subjective age, the internal sense of how old you feel. While most adults over 25 feel younger than they are, young people under 25, especially those who experience early trauma or overwhelming responsibility, often report the opposite. They feel decades older than their years. One primary cause is parentification, when children are forced into adult roles prematurely. Children who raise siblings, manage household crises, or became their parents' emotional support skip developmental stages entirely. They move from childhood directly to pseudo-adulthood. That psychological imprint doesn't fade when the responsibilities finally lift. Trauma accelerates this process. Chronic stress during formative years fundamentally alters how a person experiences time and aging. The hypervigilance, the emotional regulation, the capacity to endure, these create what researchers call precocious competence. You become mature beyond your years because you had to. And that maturity feels like age. There's also the loss of play. When your nervous system tunes to threat detection rather than curiosity, you age internally. You become someone who watches rather than participates, who protects rather than explores. These are postures of later life adopted early out of necessity. The result is often social disconnection. When you can't relate to peers' concerns or energy, isolation deepens, reinforcing the feeling of being separate, older, alone. Here's the paradox. People who feel older have wisdom and emotional depth beyond their years, yet they've missed experiences that build joy and spontaneity. They're old souls who never got to be young. If this is you, know this. Feeling older than your age isn't failure, it's adaptation. It's what happened when life asked more of you than it should have. You can honor the old soul while giving permission to the young one still in there. You can be wise and still learning, tired and worthy of rest, ancient and deserving of tenderness. Perhaps you can begin to carry it all a little more gently.